Well, this is Saturday, July 11th, 2026. I'm getting ready to head up to the Little Lost River valley up just towards north out of Howe and check out Dorn Canyon, which is one I've never been up. Check out that trail. It's about 5:30 and sun's not quite up. There's a sliver of a moon up there. So next 3 days it's supposed to exceed 100 degrees in the afternoon. So I'm gonna head out before sun up, probably come home before noon. I don't really care to be riding out there when it's over 100 degrees. But I'm going to hit the road, see if I can find my way into Dorn Canyon, which is on the west side of the valley of the Little Lost River. And hit the road. Just a few minutes after 6 o'clock, the sun just came up over the Tetons. If you look in the back there, a good view of the Tetons from here, not too far from Mud Lake. It's supposed to get over 100 degrees today. Right now it's about 60. It's like a 40 degree variance. Anyway, I am going to an area just on the other side of Saddle Mountain. It'll be about, I don't know, probably about 60 to 70 miles from where I live. I love stopping here at daybreak. Absolutely love living here. No matter what happens, I'll never live anywhere else. Well, it's about 7:15 in the morning now. Full daylight, still about 60, 65 degrees out here. Quite pleasant, actually. This is the Little Lost River. I think the canyon I'm actually looking at is Sands Canyon. Let's look it up to the north. I'm using my OnX navigation to help me figure out how to find these. This whole valley is covered, or there's a labyrinth of dirt roads all over this valley. Sometimes it's hard to figure it out. That would be the Arco Pass. You can go over that pass and drop down into Arco on the other side of the mountains here. What a beautiful morning. Anyway, I think the two canyons, that Van Horn Canyon and Sands Canyon, are right up that way. I wanted to check them out. Let's see if I can find my way across the Little Lost River and to the where I could get up in that area. Well, my map says that where I'm headed is down this little road here. This is obviously private property here. So I think wisdom would dictate putting over here and heading back up with my four-wheeler instead of my minivan. So let's get her going. Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock now. I'm trying to find my way through all these roads. This is used as grazing land, so there's a labyrinth of zigzagging roads across all these flats going into various canyons. I think that's the one. I'll find out soon. Well, it's about 8:20 now, and I think I finally found the right road going up into those mountains. From what my map says, there's a trail up that canyon, Sands Canyon, that goes up into those mountains there. My OnX is good, but it's not perfect. It tried to take me across some barbed wire fence private property, but I finally found my way here. What an absolutely beautiful view and a beautiful morning. But My target, I think, is right there up that canyon. Anyway, I always said that a bad day out here is better than a good day at work or doing chores at home even. We'll see. I always keep a few emergency supplies with me, enough food for a day and some basic emergency supplies in case I get stuck and have to spend the night out here. It's not my plan though. It's supposed to get really hot, like slightly over 100 degrees in Rigby. My car's parked about 80 miles from home, from Rigby. And I'd be willing to bet that when I get out of this, I'll be able to go out to the highway and find a shorter route back to my car. We'll see. Well, it's getting more interesting, that's for sure. Judging by the vegetation on the trail, if there is a 50-inch track up here that's open, it's not used by hardly anybody. I don't see any tracks here at all. So it's safe to say that I will be totally alone up here. Let's see if there actually is a path through here over to the next canyon over or not. Well, as I suspected, this is an old trail that is not maintained. There ain't no way in heck I'm getting my device through that. Well, as the lady on MapQuest says, rerouting. Yeah, I think this is going to be a turnaround and try a different way in here. I am not bushwhacking through that. Well, anyway, this is Sands Canyon, and I think even though the map says that 50-inch trail connects in here, I don't think that it still does. I think it used to. Now, this is a nice side trip. I think I'm going to head back to the car, go down to the other end of that trail and see where it goes. Well, as you can see, I'm back down in the valley here. I was actually 10 miles from my car, which is right there. I'll go down and check out the next other end of those trails and see if I can find it. Still fun though. Really is a beautiful day up here. I know it's going to get really hot down in the other valleys, but it shouldn't be quite as hot up here. Well, it's about 9:30 now, and I'm probably about 6 or 8 miles north of where I was before. Supposedly, according to the map, which may not be right, this should bring me up to the other end of that, what was supposed to be a Sands Canyon trail. And Van Dorn attaches into it somewhere up in here. Let's see if I can get to it from this side. This is just a tad more interesting. Clearly I'm on a better path. This is a maintained trail with what appears to be a brand new sign put out in the last year. So this is a maintained, approved trail. Now this is more like it. Oh, these slanted ridges like this. Oh yeah. This is more like it. See how far I can go. And no, I'm not going to sing the Moana song. Oh yeah, 10 o'clock sharp right now. And yes, this is more like it. I've never been up this trail before. Near Sands Canyon, which connects in with Dorn Canyon. I think I'm going to hike right up to that knoll there and see if I get a better view. Yeah. And this is what I'm talking about. This is worth coming back to. And there's a lot more trail out here that I haven't explored yet. Definitely love this. This would be, is it the Lemhi or the Lost River Range? I can't remember. I think I'm on the Lost River Range. I think that one over there is the Lemhi Range. Yeah. So let's see where we can get out here. I wonder what that is. I'm upside down. Okay, now I'm not upside down. Whew, I'm on the high point up above the trail. Hiked up here. I didn't want to bring my four-wheeler up here, although I could. There's no point in damaging the environment any more than necessary. My four-wheeler is way down yonder. Wow. If I don't do another thing today, this being here is worth it. I might see if there's a way I can get up there. So I bet you that's over 10,000. I'm not sure what mountain that is, or if I can get to it. Oh, what a view, and what a beautiful day. It's going to be scorching hot in the valley, but up here it is wonderful. I can see for probably close to 100 miles in that direction. I tell you, I feel, they talk about in the political hits, logs, and on the internet about white privilege. Well, I consider myself to be Idaho privileged. It's just not fair to the rest of the world that I get to live here and they don't. I am so lucky in so many ways. Lucky to live here, lucky to live in the United States, which still has mostly freedom. Lucky to be a Christian, to have a family, to have grandchildren living close by. Yes, I am very, very privileged. I've worked hard for most of those privileges, but life is wonderful. I feel time slipping away, but I feel so thankful for the years I've had, good and bad, and for just being able to live, and most especially to live here in this land with my family. And all of this. About 10:30 now. Road closed September to May 22nd. You have a gate here. It's not really a 50-inch limiting gate though. I think Jeeps can come up here quite easily. Oh well, let's see how far we can go. This is curious. I'm about 8.5 miles from my van, about 8,800 feet. And for some reason they have a fence here. People have been going around it. There's a sign, but as you can see, it's blank. So I'm going to go around and see what's on the other side, but I wonder why the gate is here. Maybe there's two different altitudes. Maybe they block here at certain times of the year and block the other at other times of the year. I don't know. Okay, it's getting a little bit better. Let's see what's up there. Oh, hold it. That's what I wanted. Definitely off the beaten path. Not quite sure where I'm going. but I think I like where where it is. All right. There's a lot of grass growing on the trail behind me, so obviously this is very seldom used. Okay, trying to get more interesting. Four-wheel drive low now. Yeah. And I'm still going up. Yes, indeed. Let me take a little turn around here, see where I am. All right, let's scan the area. Oh yeah, I found this. It's very hidden. The trail up to that second gate was pretty safe, well maintained, and I think pretty much an average young rider could handle it. Once you get past that, it gets a little bit more tricky. Holy crud, I think I could get all the way up there. I'm going for it. All right, it's 11 o'clock. I'm at about 9,400 feet. Awesome! And there, the trail continues. Hey, look at that. Let's go there. Well, I am 12.5 miles from my van at about 10,400 feet. And I would not recommend what I just did to anybody with an expensive four-wheeler. They wouldn't want to roll down a mountainside and destroy it, and maybe themselves with it. That was invigorating and awesome and probably kind of stupid. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous, isn't it? That's the next valley over. That would be the valley that contains Mackey and Moore and Arco. Oh my goodness, lightheaded. I think it's just from the adrenaline. I just was probably too stupid to stop when I should have. Coming up this, I think I'm gonna head up as high as I can on foot. See what's up there. Damn, that was fun! And not very smart. I'll make sure I take my tracker with me, but I'm gonna head up there on foot and see how high I can get. Leave this thing here. I'm afraid if I get it any higher, I won't be able to safely get it back down. I'm not sure I can already. Damn, it was fun. I needed that so bad. Spent way too much time at work and with doctors and hospitals and doing chores and everything that a married man and a grandfather has to do. I needed this. Let me see how far I can get there on foot. There's my beast, which I'm walking away from. I'm bringing my basic survival supplies with me in case for any reason I had to spend the night up here. Speaking of spending the night up here, this looks like somebody built this kind of as a shelter. Interesting. 2 water bottles, which they left here. I may pick those up on my way back. Trash out here. Don't like it. A weather station. I don't know if I'm going to get much farther though. I think it gets pretty sketchy past there, but I'll see in a moment. Oh my gosh, there's 2 of the 3 buttes. That down there would be Howe. Just right in the middle of the screen is where I work. Cool. Man, I wasn't sure this was going to be a good day, but as long as I can get back to my car and get home safely, it's already a great day. I'll call it a really good day when I'm home safe, and that's not necessarily a given considering where I am. But if I do, this is not only a good day, it's a great day. Oh my gosh. I'm loving it. I may only be at, 10,500 feet, not on the top of Mount Everest. But for an almost 67-year-old fat man, it might as well be, because I'm loving it. Well, looking over this next ridge, there's my bike. There's that weather station. I could probably hike down that ridge, skirt that ridge up here, work my way up that, and possibly get over to that. Maybe. Yeah, I think maybe another day. I promised my wife I would come back in the early afternoon. She had a really rough day yesterday, I'm afraid. She had a really rough day yesterday and last night. Dizzy spells, back pain. Her health is really shaky. Maybe sometime I'll come up here and set up a campsite over here and try that, but it is probably not smart to do it alone, even though I have a tracker where they could recover the body. It would probably be nice to have a companion before I do something that sketchy. And I don't have one. So I think it's time for me to start heading back down there. Way down on that flat area is where my car is. 12.5 miles and probably about 4,000, maybe 5,000 feet down. I'm going to take some pictures though. Well, I didn't have really a place up here above my four-wheeler to tie up the pictures. I think I may go down to the four-wheeler even though it's about 100 feet lower. So here we are in keeping with the tradition I started over a decade ago. Right out a decade ago. And it's time to start heading down. The first 1,000 feet or so I better be very, very, very slow. Just to make sure I don't break my fool neck. I'm not quite ready to join my siblings, but I will someday, whether I like it or not. It'll be a great reunion. And that sweet by and by, we will meet on that beautiful shore. So it's a little bit after 12 now, and I know the car's that way. But what's up there? Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's see what we got up here. Campsite. Not bad, not bad at all. Yeah, lots of firewood, nice view. Be a bad campsite. Building a nice big fire. I like it. get down here anyway. There it is. Sometimes it's really hard to find an entrance to a good, finding your way through all these things here is, dirt roads is really hard sometimes. Oh well. Let's see here. Up you go. Oh yeah. All right. Got the tire down. I hear him get her to park. Well, it's a great day then. I got back to my car safely and I think I'm going to get home. Man, it's hot down here. Oh well, onward bound.